Well, 10 on your side is your local election headquarters. Polls across the country will begin opening in about 8 hours from now.
But there is a good chance that Americans will not know the winner of the presidential race when they go to bed tomorrow night. Virginia voters will likely determine the staying power of the so-called blue wave that prevailed in the midterm. Now, President Trump did not win Virginia back in 2016, and he doesn't need to win it again this year to win re-election. Neither Trump nor Biden spent much time campaigning in the Commonwealth.
Likely more than ever before, safety is going to be on the minds of voters tomorrow. And we aren't just talking about risks of spreading COVID-19.
Yeah, many have serious concerns over potential voter intimidation at the polls. And 10 on your side's Brett Hall has what you should do if you see something out of place.
If you're one craving just something consistent in a year of so much change, you're in luck, because when it comes to your trip to the polls tomorrow, the advice from election officials is the old adage of see something, say something.
To ensure that we have safe elections.
In cities like Hampton, City Council has been rebriefed on all the rules.
Even on Election Day, prohibitions against weapons on school property still applies.
In Portsmouth, sheriff's deputies will be out at polling places making sure nobody is being harassed.
If somebody makes you feel unsafe, then absolutely, that's intimidation.
In both North Carolina and Virginia, the attorneys general are reminding people of the rules. Nobody is allowed to campaign or even congregate within 40 feet of the polling place. And nobody who isn't authorized should be inside the polling place watching what is going on, going against what President Donald Trump urged his supporters to do in the first debate.
I'm urging my supporters to go into the polls and watch very carefully, because that's what has to happen.
If you do see anything out of place, both states recommend you notify the election official. In Virginia, they'll have a bright orange name tag on. Of course, if someone is in danger, don't hesitate to dial 911.
Voter harassment will not be tolerated. There are criminal penalties in both state and federal law. We're engaging in that kind of conduct, and I'm hopeful that we won't see it.
Of course, if you don't think your concerns are being taken seriously at the place where you choose to vote, well, you can also contact the State Board of Elections. You can find the contact information for them on our website. For now in Portsmouth, Brett Hall, 10 on your side.